How much would someone do for attention? Let's find out. Hello Fanatics, I'm Phillips, and this is the Film Fanatic Review bringing you Ingrid Goes West, starring Aubrey Plaza, Elisabeth Olsen, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. First, we'll tell you what the movie is about and our initial thoughts. Then we'll move on to our spoiler-free likes and dislikes. We'll finish up with our spoiler-heavy thoughts on this film, and our final word. Ingrid Goes West follows the story of an unstable social media stalker who moves to LA to become friends with an Instagram star she follows. Overall, I really enjoyed this film, despite also feeling equally awkward watching what was unfolding on screen and realizing that this is how technology is really affecting us. For what I liked about this film, let's start off with the cast. Elisabeth Olsen and Wyatt Russell are great in their roles, and Aubrey Plaza certainly shines, bringing her deadpan comedic style to this role. However, the standout to me is O'Shea Jackson Jr. He's able to flex not only his dramatic chops in this role, but also show us his comedic ones. The story is great in this film. Most social media-centric films have been horrors, dramas, or romances, but this one is able to satirize it and capture the ridiculousness. It also really dove into how dependent our society is on social media, and how much it can influence not only our lifestyle, but our own self-worth. As for what I disliked, I will say that while this movie is supposed to be categorized as a comedy, there wasn't very many comedic moments aside from O'Shea Jackson Jr. But my biggest issue with this film is how they utilize texting and social media for storytelling. It gets boring watching characters staring at their phone, whether it be a shot showing them with the dim light coming off of their face, or a direct shot of the conversations on the phone. Now, I understand that this film is satirizing how dependent we are on technology, and it's kind of showing us that yes, this is how we live now. We constantly have our heads in our phones, and we're constantly just all day scrolling through social media and liking posts and seeing what other people are up to. But a lot of films have been able to utilize social media in a way to make it interesting to see on screen. You get text messages and they pop up on the screen while the character's reacting to them. And they could have done that with this film, especially with how many times they decided to use it. And that's where I'll end our spoiler-free thoughts on this film. If you want to hear our final word or rating of this film, pause now and click the link in the description, because now it's time for spoilers. Now, to be honest, there's nothing really spoiler-heavy for this film because there's not much really to spoil. I will say that I felt very awkward at times and cringy with some of the things that Ingrid was doing and how far she was going. But that's really the reality of it though, because social media is such a huge influencer on our daily lives. And the best scenes to me were Ingrid stumbling into the bookstore where she met Taylor, every scene with O'Shea Jackson Jr., and the climax. So, with the thoughts heard, here's our final word. Ingrid Goes West is a well-crafted social media satire that brings to light how easily accessible technology has made us. With some great performances and an interesting story, Ingrid goes deep enough to show how social media not only indulges, but intensifies our innate need for attention. This film felt like a very real episode of Black Mirror, so I'm gonna give Ingrid Goes West an 8.5. Thanks everybody for watching our review. Are you planning on seeing Ingrid Goes West? Or if you've already seen it, do you have something to add? What did you think of the story? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Phillips, and this has been the Film Fanatic Review. If you liked this video and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our latest If You Liked video where we recommend movies similar to the film It. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. And until next time, Fanatics, keep it real.